$100, you could buy a terabyte internal.
I've seen them for 50 or I think 50, maybe $40 at times.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know, because, our buddy Timster there, who was on last week, he stocked up on a bunch, and I thought him and Ray were saying that they were buying terabytes for like $50 or maybe less than that. I can't, wholesale. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So I mean, but then again, that 130, that's a retail price. I don't know what their wholesale rates are these days, but I'd figure half that probably.
Well, it's pretty crazy over here. I mean, a 1 terabyte drive will probably set you back nearly £100. And just looking at some of the supply lists here, they're not actually selling new drives; they're actually selling recertified drives, which is crazy.
Not good. That's not good. Testing one. That's not good at all.
Okay, well, on to my next story. It's actually a video, and I'm putting this in the TeamSpeak chat. And it's 5 minutes long, so when we put it in the show notes, we can look at it later on. But it's basically the world's largest model railroad. It sits in a multi-acre building. I forgot the size of it. Also, it cost about $8.1 million to build in the last 10, 12 years that they started it. And Freddie asked, where do the planes go after takeoff?
They go up in the air.
They basically just go up in the air, Freddie. I mean, you should know that being a pilot yourself. I mean, but other than that, it's a pretty neat video. It's narrated in English. It's built in Germany, and they are continuing to add on to it. They have plans for the next 5 to 6 years to add on to it.
Yeah, I don't know if Mitch can stream that video or not. I guess.
No, I'm not. I'm not equipped to do it right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's insane. I watched the whole thing, Kevin, and everybody's got to have a hobby. I mean, that is insane, man.
I mean, it's computer
the airport is unreal. I can't remember the dollar value they put on the airport, but I mean, it was huge. And also, they've got cruise ships coming in and out of port that just look amazing.
What a waste of money.
It's pretty cool. What's that?
What a complete waste of money.
It really is, but
just,
I guess if you like choo-choo trains, it's pretty cool.
Maybe you really have to be into that sort of stuff, I think.
Well,
yeah, I've got a buddy that's into that, and of course, obviously, he has nothing at this scale, but he's got like his whole basement set up, and he's got the little engineer hat, and he puts it on, and he goes down there with the grandkids, and he has a good time building. I mean, I'm sure it's a fun hobby for people that are into. But I'm just looking at the thing; they've got like fire trucks on underground, or embedded tracks that they follow, and it's insane. I mean, it's just crazy.
Best bit is at 2 minutes 17 when it looks like you see 2 people making out in a flower field. Best bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're in a field of daisies, and then there's a funeral too. Then there's a Lady Gaga concert going on in the background. Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, a UFO. Wow, look at that.
That's total dedication there.
Plus, I've just seen Amsterdam red light district on there as well.
Yeah, that's right. I thought of you, Jason, when I saw that, oddly enough. I don't know why.
Okay,
Hello?
So who's next here? Jason?
I've got nothing. I'm taking Terry's place.
Jason's coming in from the bullpen. We called him out. We called in the lefty.
Yeah, exactly. I've got nothing.
So, well, how about Mitch? You and Terry, who was missing, been messing around with large document.
Yeah, Fred, can you do me a favor? All right, can you mute yourself?
Yep.
All right. But you can still hear everything, Fred? See, I'm still getting that going. Oh, now I'm not.
I'm getting you guys in and out.
I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
So anyway, Mitch, your large document. What'd you guys find out?
Well, it works pretty darn good. If you go,
Why don't you tell them what it is? God, that echo is annoying.
yeah, this is. I'll tell you what.
Are you getting the echo, Jason and Kevin?
I think
Yeah,
everybody's getting it. They're getting it in the feed too.
Is it you, Kevin? Are you not on headphones?
Hold on a minute. Let me put on a headset and kill the microphone on my camera.
Tell you what, though, going back to the Hacked Gadgets article, the guy who was on Podnuts yesterday. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually have a customer who had nearly exactly the same sort of scenario, where someone rang them up. They're saying they're from Microsoft. You know, go into Event View and you look at all the bad red big crosses, and they say, oh yeah, you should really get this fixed and everything.
Yep, Kevin.
And
sorry, Jason. Go ahead.
no, go on if you want to sort the audio.
It's good.
No, I think that was it. I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so go into Event Viewer, look for the bad crosses and everything, and the customer didn't really know much about computers. They're not computer savvy, as Freddie puts it, and they actually sold them a lifetime antivirus software, and they actually sold them an illegal copy of Windows 7. And this is a really, really old Dell system, one of the black or the dark bluish with the silver fronts on, like a 5100 or something like that system with Windows XP on. It could, it could barely handle XP, and now they're putting on Windows 7. And what they actually did is they connected via TeamViewer, and they actually installed Windows 7 Ultimate. They actually downloaded it via BitTorrent, and they installed it onto this machine, and this antivirus software, which they had for it was a lifetime antivirus software. And
Security
I
Essentials?
think they charged them £200 for this.
Oh.
Wow.
Ouch. And I mean, they actually had to leave this PC on for 24 hours. So I'm guessing the Tolerant had to download, and then they had to. I don't know how they did it, but they installed this Windows 7 over Windows XP. It was just a complete nightmare. And obviously, once I got my hands on it, obviously I could see that they've got TeamViewer still installed. So obviously, they could probably still do unattended access. They could have got any documents off that machine in that 24 hours as well. And also, when you do the validation on the Windows 7, obviously it was, illegal. So ended up wiping everything and going back to Windows XP. And the crazy thing about the story is, someone rang them a couple of months later on, and they picked up the phone, and the husband answered at this time, and someone managed to sell them another lifetime antivirus software.
Now, did you educate these people there, Jason?
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Give it to them straight.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I haven't run across that yet. A customer with a illegal copy of Windows or whatever, and that's interesting. That's how they got it.
It just amused me how the software was still on the machine. They could still be getting in. They could still be looking at documents on there, checking if they're doing online banking, anything like that at all.
Yeah, and obviously you did the right thing there because, like you said, I mean they could have installed keyloggers and anything on there. You never know what you've got to nuke and pave it at that point.
Yeah. I mean, the machine was slow anyway. I mean, they had a hell of a lot of programs on there. The hard drive was almost full as well. So it was just the best option.
Right. So, Mitch, large document. Tell us about it.
All right. Well, this Terry's want to turn me on this. It's a Google thing. If you go to the Chrome store, you'll see it in there. And what it is, it's like a file sharing service. And I'm not sure how much. I really didn't read that much into it. I'm just going by what Terry told me what to do. So what it is, you can share files and large documents through email. What it is, you download the plugin if you go to Chrome Store, and you can have it set up to go in your Gmail, right in your Gmail account, and which I would show you if I had a shot on there. It's too much to set up right now. But you have this icon right in your Gmail. And if you want to share a file, you would click on it, and then browse your whatever file you want to upload, and then there's another thing on there called copy, where it copies it to a clipboard, and you just put it right in your email, and it's really quick. It's quicker than we use Dropbox a lot. Where we're setting pictures back or whatever, and this is even quicker than doing that. It works really really well. So if you go to the Chrome store, what is it called? The Google Store or Chrome Store? I don't know. The Google App Store. Let me see if I can find the link here. Because I haven't been going there a lot, and Terry, like I said, he mentioned to me they got a ton of stuff up there. Let me see here.
So hang on. So this is a free service you're on about now?
Yeah, it's from Google. Hold on.
Hang on. This is largedocument.com.
Large document. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So this is from Google, you say?
Yes. Let me see. I don't even think I have it installed on here. Well, once you install it in your Gmail, it's going to be there. But
so hang on. So this might be a plug-on
to
Gmail, you say? Right. Okay. So it's not actually, developed by Google.
That's a good question.
I don't think it is. Looking at the website, from what I can see, it looks like it's a third-party add-on, possibly.
Yeah. Are you at the Google store?
Let's have a look.
Little look.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's by Google. It's Synergist or something software.
I can't get it to load up. The Google store. It won't even load up for me.
Were you looking for the large document?
Yeah, we're just trying to see if it's actually a Google product or a third party. I think it's a third party looking at this.
It is. It is a third party.
So you don't actually have to pay for this
I'm sorry, the Chrome Web Store.
Yeah.
If you go there, if you open up another tab in Chrome, you'll see it. You'll see the icon of the Chrome Web Store. Then you can just type in large document. It'll come up.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah.
So this is saying that you can transfer a file as large as 2 gigabytes in size, and it can store up to 15 gigabytes of data for up to 180 days for free.
Thank you.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So if you don't want to use it for something permanent because they're going to delete it, but it's good if like we're in here, you want to send something to each other, and it's quick.
It is.
So
Is it?
it's not.
Is it faster than It's faster than Dropbox, obviously.
I mean, for the whole process, I think it is, because
Is it?
when you download it you have to configure it in your Gmail to show up as an icon in your Gmail. It is quick. If you give me a minute, let me set up a desktop presenter, and I'll show you my desktop.
So the 180 days then, is that based on when you make the account with large document, or is it based on when you upload a document?
I would think when you upload a document.
Yeah,
Right,
I would assume.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were just going to say, your account starts now, you've got 180 days to use it, up to this 15 gigabytes or whatever, and then you start charging.
I just think it's
extra
going to
amount.
automatically delete after a certain amount of time.
Right.
So, like I
okay.
said, you don't want to use it as something permanent. But if like for us, we want to share a file really quick to each other, it's good. We've been doing it a lot. Me and Terry last couple of days.
Yeah, weren't you having some trouble getting it to work though?
No, not him. Me.
Oh.
For some reason, when we sent a PDF, that wouldn't work when it had a .pdf. But if we zipped it, that worked. But pretty much everything else worked. Every raw file we sent.
So you can't send a PDF, huh?
I mean, it didn't appear to work. He tried it, and I tried it once. It didn't work. But he sent me an ISO, like a couple 100 meg ISO. That was fine. That worked well.
Huh.
Okay.
And the speed was good?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can see a place for this. I'm trying to, figure out what it is exactly, but I know that there is a place for it. I guess it's for, like you were saying, if you want to send, ISOs to people or something like that, maybe that'd be a good space for it. That way it dies after a certain amount of time anyway. You don't have to worry about it hanging out there.
Correct.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I would have.
Yeah, I tried it. I mean, I just sent a JPEG over it, and it worked fine. I mean, it was very quick.
Yeah.
And like you